All right, half clip up, side of the vehicle, side of the van. Okay, okay. Non-issue, really? Okay, non-issue, really. This is definitely a great pattern for you guys to pay attention to. We have that side of the vehicle. Side of the vehicle is so important when it comes to patterns because you know that they're not traveling with you and they're not traveling towards you. They're traveling in front of you and going side to side. And that's going to indicate it's an intersection because, you know, that's typically where T or cross intersections, that's what happens. You know, they're going to cross in front of you or they're going to cross in front of you. It's one of those things. So we crash into vehicles. We either fail to negotiate corners or we impact other vehicles. And this is how we impact other vehicles. Now, is it our fault that we did? No, that's just what the crash is. It's their fault that they jumped out in front of us, but it's also our responsibility to actually navigate around this threat. So position for safety, locate hazardous situations, which is going to be an intersection, assess if this is a relevant threat. Yeah, he is definitely a relevant threat. Navigate around that. Apply a progressive brake pressure to stop or swerve. You can swerve into the shoulder. I wouldn't swerve this way because that's the path that they're going, but I'd go this way. But definitely slow down here. Keep slowing down, seeing what they're doing. If they stop right there, well, don't swerve here. If they keep going, then you swerve. But that's the point of braking, is to buy yourself time to see what they're going to do and also slow you down at the same time. Overall, pretty good job on this rider. At this point, when he recognized that he was safe, he just honks the horn. Big group ride, passenger, little scooter. Oh! Oh! Okay, okay. That's an angular crash. These people are going to chase down the other driver as a hit and run. I get it. I get it. You do you. But my biggest thing, let's go. Let's see. Do they actually get to the person? I don't really care. Okay. Not a good situation. We're going to crash into the side of this vehicle. The vehicle almost T-boned the vehicle or the motorcyclist before that. You guys see that? So this guy, I'm sorry, right here. This guy right here barely makes it. The white vehicle cuts right in between them. So here we go. We have an incident right here. We're going to have that angular crash. So what's happening here is that we're coming in and this vehicle's doing this. So once we're coming in and it's doing this, it's going to pull you and you're going to fall this way. So it's not necessarily hard impact. It's kind of slow. It's more like doing this. It's more of like a deflection, and you're going to have a little bit different of a mechanism of injury when it comes to that. Not too much, because at the end of the day, you're still hitting the ground. So when it comes to hitting the ground, you need to have that impact protection. It does look like they had gear, so the elbows, shoulders, hips, knees, their head, even putting your hands down with gloves, you have padding sometimes. That's going to help out when it comes to mitigating some of the injuries. But if I was, any of these riders, I would definitely make sure that my people were safe. I'm going to rescue them, remain calm. Don't want to get hit myself. Tell someone to call 911 if needed. Definitely needed because this person ran off. Ensure my own safety, looking around for other vehicles that are acting like idiots. And if they do have any major bleeds, I have a tourniquet. I have all the bleeding control stuff. I have a cravat, a triangular bandage, whatever you want to call it, so I can give them a sling, all that stuff. And also I'm going to check for severity. Okay, and make sure no head, neck, back pain, shocky symptoms, everything. Everything that I have in my rescue pack can help solve and mitigate some of these injuries and issues. So make sure you guys grab yourself a rescue pack. Definitely easily could have been a head injury, spinal injury. Love it. I love the production. All right, here we go. Going through corners. Oh, low side, high side, low high. We got a nice little low high side. That bike is donezo. Thankfully, the rider behind him did not crash into that, and they blew up. Look at that. All right, here we go. So we're having fun in the corners. What we have here is somebody's losing traction on that rear tire. So it could be anything. There's multiple factors. Typically, a lot of factors have to come together to create a crash. Now, you can have a ton of factors that come together to create a close call. So we could have gravel on the road. That's one factor. Poor tread. That's one factor. Low PSI or too high PSI. That's another factor or two. Too much acceleration into the corner because you need to have traction on those tires in order to corner, in order to accelerate and decelerate. So if he's using a ton of traction to accelerate, because he's going too fast, he's not going to have enough for turning, so it's actually going to lose traction and slip out from underneath them. So we have another factor. There's definitely a bunch of stuff. Handlebar inputs, accidentally braking, accelerating while in the corner. Like there's so many different things that could happen. What happened though was that we lost traction. Best thing you could do is just slow it down. A lot of these things have to do with speed. Okay, a lot of things have to do with speed. Slow it down, and then if you want to do the maintenance part of keeping yourself safe, check your tires. Check your tires. Keep your speed at an appropriate level. It's pretty much that. So low side is when he's going to fall down right now. Okay, you're going to have that angular crash, mechanism injury, so you're going to slide across the ground. You're going to have that initial impact. The impact can be a big deal, but you're really worried about the abrasion, so make sure you have full gear. Once we get up to here, now we have all the forces of the momentum, inertia, and Newton's on all that stuff. He made some crazy laws, but what's happening here is that we're getting ejected. So all the forces are now being transmitted into our body, which is going to slingshot us. Here we go. We're going to have a very big impact all over the body. So head, neck, back, shoulders, chest, your knees, your hips, your feet, your ankles, every part of your body is going to be ragdolled into this. So there's the ragdoll. It's going to be blurred, but there's the back, there's the head. There's going to be rolling across the ground and start slipping and sliding. So this is where you start to have injuries. And this is why you need to have full gear. Full gear. Head, get yourself a full face helmet, jacket, gloves, pants, and motorcycle boots. Like all these are motorcycle specific because you need to have the abrasion resistance. You need to have the impact protection because something like this could happen and you don't have control over it. You just really don't at the point of a crash. You have a little bit of control to prevent it, but if it just happens anyways, make sure you have gear and make sure your buddies have a rescue pack too. It's really important. Or at least know how to treat bleeding injuries. All right. Whoa, a little bit of an issue already. Did he hit him? Oh yeah, definitely hit him. This person is like on their butt. I don't think do cars have emotions? No, it's the driver. Because I've seen some motorcyclists act like idiots too. So why are people hating other people? Why are people acting like little children out on the road? It's because they're having a bad day. Okay, I get it. Everyone has different bad days, but I don't do this. Well, maybe they don't have the coping skills to handle bad days. It's as simple as that. I used to have that issue, not like this, but I used to have issues where little things used to bother me. So don't think that cars hate us. Okay, think about the person inside. They're acting like idiots. Just get out of their way. Let them cause damage in their own life. Okay, they're their own main character in their own world. You're never going to see them again. They're going to cause chaos and destruction wherever they go. You just happen to be there today. It sucks. Protect yourself. Wear full gear. Get out of the way just like this guy did. And you're good. Scary though, right? Yeah, if you really want to do something, get their license plate and call the cops. If they don't want to do anything, well, that's life. You're done. You're out of it.